Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS, and I also want to say salutations, shalom to you, to the elect. I'm Zahab, GMS Mississippi Camp, and today I want to go into a topic entitled "Shake Thyself from the Dust," man. All right, because Esau was almost out of here, man. I mean, you watch world events. We ended up we are already in World War III. All right, we are already in the beginning phases of World War III. The scripture says in 2 Ezra 6 and 7, Esau was the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And part of the prophecy was that we was gonna go into slavery, but the Most High was gonna get us out of slavery. But I'm gonna start with the book of Hosea, chapter 6. All right, because now that we're leaving captivity, slavery is over, and we're leaving captivity. It's time for us to leave that servant class mentality. So this is Hosea chapter 6 verse 1. It says, "Come and let us return unto Yahweh, for he hath torn." All right, but it says, "Let us come into Yahweh." So if we're coming into Yahweh, what are we leaving from? Coming into the Most High, but leaving from what? We're leaving from that Gentile state of mind, that American Babylonian state of mind, that nigga state of mind, man. All right, come and let us turn into Yahweh, for he have torn. What is that tear? How has he torn us? He has torn us with slavery. That's why I said in Jeremiah, "I have wounded you with the wound of an enemy." Who was that enemy? It was Esau, known as the so-called white man today. And he was the sword of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. Real quick, I'm going to get Psalm 17 and 13. Alright. Psalms chapter 17 verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." Alright, the wicked is Esau. Alright, his blessing was the sword. So he's the Most High sword. Alright, on the left hand side, he's the Most High sword. So when the scripture said, "I have wounded you with the wound of an enemy," he did that manifesting in slavery, man. When we was hauled over here in cargo slave ships, talking about the southern kingdom, and when the northern kingdom was taken over by the so-called conquistadors, man. Alright, the so-called Portuguese also, man. Alright. It says, "I have wounded you with the wound of an enemy." But going back to Hosea 6 and 1, it says, "Come and let us return unto Yahweh, for he have torn." How has he torn us? Through slavery, man. And for every action, there's an effect of that action. Alright? So from that, I'm going to get Jeremiah, because these are some of my favorite scriptures that I like to bring out. But from that, I'm going to get Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 12. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous." Alright, like I said, for every action, there's an effect of that action. So if there was a hurricane, like about 10 years ago down here in Mississippi, we had the effects of Hurricane Katrina, which happened in Louisiana. But although the hurricane was over, the damage from that hurricane was still prevalent for a few years. Alright, even the World Trade Center in New York, although the towers collapsed, months later you still saw the smoke. So for every action, there's an effect of that action. So putting that into context of this lesson, the action was slavery. And although slavery is over, alright, we still suffer from the effects of slavery, the mental effects of slavery. So I'm going to read Jeremiah 30 and 12 again. It says, Jeremiah, which that's Satan. Alright, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 12, it says, "For thus said Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable." What is that bruise? It's slavery. Alright? Thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous, which caused the servant class mentality. And from that, I'm going to get Jeremiah 2 and 14. It says, Jeremiah 2 and 14, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" And it's asking that because we've been beat down into slavery so much and so long that generation after generation. Now that's all we know. So Yahweh Shai is telling us to wake up out of that spell, because basically the 12 tribes are under a spell. Alright, and they're going to continue to be under a spell until the missiles come. But really these scriptures are talking to the elect, man. That's who's waking up out of that dead state, man. Alright. I'm gonna go back to Hosea, because there's another point there. This is Hosea chapter 6, verse 1. Come and let us return to Yahweh, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He hath smitten and he will bind us up. Now I say he hath torn, but he will heal us. What is his healing agent? It's the word. Alright? It says he hath smitten and he will bind us up. How is he going to cure us? He's going to cure our spirit. He's going to cure our spirit with the word. The word is going to revive us. Alright? It's a healing balm. It's a healing agent. Alright? It says after 2 days he will revive us. What are those 2 days? Psalms 90 and 4. It says 1 day to the Most High is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is 1 day. So 2 days would be 2,000 years. So that's the first millennium is 1 day, and the second millennium is another day. But the third day is after that second millennium. So after the year 2000, he was going to revive us. All right. So we're in the third day. All right. After 2 days, he will revive us. And the third day, he will raise us up. That's why I said in Ezekiel 37, and I saw stand upon thy feet an exceeding great army. That's us being revived after the word. All right. And we shall live in his sight. All right. And now we're living. We're living in his word. All right. We're living through his word. All right. From there, I'm going to go to Isaiah 52 and 2. Once again, he's talking to the elect that was once in this dead state, but now we're waking up because Esau's kingdom is over, man. Slavery is over. Now we have to shake ourselves from the dust or the effects of slavery, man. And even if you come into this truth, you have to be refined. So you still have to go. You still have to be purged of those impurities. That's basically a result of being in captivity in America, man. And I'm gonna get some examples after this scripture. Isaiah 52 and 2. Shake thyself from the dust. What is that dust? It's that servant class mentality. It's that dead state living in America, man. Alright. A good job is not the pinnacle of life here, man. Alright. $14 an hour is not the pinnacle of life, man. Benefits is not the pinnacle of life, man. Alright. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. We don't physically have bands at our neck, but we are oppressed in America. Alright? But it's that servant class mentality that comes with oppression. Because, like they say in the world, your strength is your weakness. The strength of the 12 tribes is adaptation, especially the southern kingdom. The 12 tribes know how to adapt. But the downside of that is complacency. Jacob became complacent in slavery. Alright? O captive daughter of Zion. And we are the captive daughter. Won't we have captive in America? Alright? But it's saying, shake thyself from the dust. So what are some examples of that dust? One example is that low self-esteem, man. Alright? A lot of Israelites, even the Israelite man, have a low self-esteem of how he looks. Because he think that he framed himself based on the image of beauty of the so-called white man. And he compares himself to that. That's why you had people like Michael Jackson that had surgery on their nose because they thought it was a bad thing to have a wide nose. Which that's a trait of a so-called Negro, which ultimately is a trait of the Israelite man. Alright? Be it the northern kingdom with God or the southern kingdom with the Judah man. Alright, why? Because even Esau's science tells you that these are dominant features. Big nose, big lips. Those are really characteristics of a lion. Physical characteristics of a lion. And the 12 tribes are made into the image of a lion, man. That's why you got a big old beard. That's like the mane on your face, man. But Esau tell you to shave your beard off, man. Even a deep voice, man. Jake naturally has a deep voice. That's dominance, man. But he'll get into Esau's world and he'll take the bass out of his voice, man. He'll trim his way to seek acceptance in America, man. Alright, having low self-esteem, man. Having self-doubt, man. Self-doubt is a demon, man. Don't you know we rulers of the world, man? We are the rulers of the world. You are better than every nation on this planet, man. Alright? And this matrix beats our mind into slavery. But this right here, this is what revives us, man. Alright? Shake thyself from the dust, man. You look at people like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Those Israelites look like lions, man. They may be mental Babylonians, but they physically look like lions, man. And that's how the Most High made us, man. Alright, having dark skin, like down south, I see that a lot, man. People have that low self-esteem because they dark skin. Don't you know that's pigment? That's dominance, man. Alright? The Israelites weren't damn lepers, man. Alright? But part of that dust was we getting beat down into slavery, man. And we was beat down so much that it's like in your spirit now to be a slave, man. But with that, I'm not going to prolong it. I just wanted to get some examples of how we are to shake ourselves from the dust, man. Alright? But with that, I'm going to say shalom.